up your luggage and follow the bus driver out. Let's go, people. Get your luggage up. Like the north wind whistling down the sky, I've got a song, I've got a song. Like the whippoorwill and the eagle's cry, I've got a song, I've got a song. And I carry it with me and I sing it loud, wherever it takes me. I'm Technical Sergeant Green. For the next 6 weeks, I am going to be one of your military training instructors. We will teach you everything we possibly can about the military. This will help you become better airmen, more productive airmen. If you pay attention to us while we are giving out briefings, I feel certain that everyone will be able to graduate from basic training with no problem. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
I don't hear you.
Yes, sir.
I still don't hear you.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody knows we're here for haircuts. All right, everybody face to your left. Face to your left, position of attention. All words first. Okay, now read the smallest line you can from the chart.
You're going to get 2 clothing issues while you're here in basic training. Your first clothing issue will be this morning. You'll be getting 3 sets of fatigue uniform, which is the uniform I have on right now. You will also be getting your rain coat, 2 sets of boots.
Make sure they bags.
During your short stay at Lackland, you will be given an extensive amount of information designed to assist you in obtaining the necessary knowledge in order to complete basic military training.
Most of this information will be of a procedural nature. In this class period, you will be briefed on fire drills, personal property inspection,
self-discipline, organization, military bearing, all things you're going to be needing to know later on.
He doesn't tilt it out like this, like you've seen the British type salute. He turns it in towards his body.
How long have you gentlemen been here?
48 hours, sir.
You're about to get your 48-hour briefing. Since your arrival here, you probably thought the primary purpose of the military training instructor was to hassle you.
Well, fortunately for all of you, this is not the case. We are here to help you. And there are many different ways in which you will need our assistance.
During this period, I will describe to you our functions. Among these functions are the issuing of appointment slips to those of you who may be sick, need financial assistance, or dental care.
We're going to briefly touch on the way you should be wearing your uniform in basic training and out in the Air Force. Just a couple reminders.
The first sergeant's had an opportunity to talk to you and give you his welcome to the squadron and to basic training. Now it's my opportunity. As squadron commander, I am responsible for everything in this area. But most important, I am responsible to make certain that the military training instructors do the training that has to be done, but in particular, that the trainees, yourselves, receive the training that you're supposed to have while you're in basic training. Now that may very well mean that some of you may be here longer than 6 weeks of training as we've got it right now. That could be caused because of hospitalization. That's through no fault of your own. It could be caused because of remedial training needed on your part to come up to standards in your dormitory or in your inspections out on the drill pad. That's very important. You must have those things before you leave basic training. Another possibility is attitude. You must have a positive attitude on the things you're going to get involved in the Air Force, and you must show us that you have that before departure. So don't be concerned about recycle. That can come about. This is the Honor Graduate Certificate. And on it you see a replica of the ribbon that you receive for being Honor Graduate from Basic Training School. It's very strict criteria, and for those of you that really apply yourself the whole time you're here in basic training, you'll have had an opportunity to receive one of these.
run. Are you free? Over. Are you free? Over.
We're in the 5th day of training, and from his record, I've observed that this man doesn't comprehend well, especially in the drill. He just keeps messing up.
The squad leader out there told me the other day that he was having problems reading and comprehending what he was trying to put across to him. Maybe he's having problems with understanding. I'm sure all of you have heard the words discipline, teamwork, and respect for authority. I'm sure that each of you think that you know what the meaning of the word is as it relates to you as an individual. Now that we're in a military group situation, the definition and the application of these words may be entirely different from what we thought before.
The quicker you get done tomorrow, the quicker you'll be able to get back up into the dorm. They take a look at that dream sheet. A lot of people think they don't, but they do, ladies. They look at those because they know that the morale factor is very important, and that if they don't put you at least close to where you want to be, that might affect your morale. It might affect how you look at your job and how you do that job, and in the long run, who's that affect? The Air Force.
Squadron, attention, head. Listen to the exercise. Move. Exercise, begin. Head, tail, head, head, tail, head, head,
inspection of this dormitory. I walked in here this morning, it was in a mess. I don't want to see that ever again. If you ever want to see the daylight outside, this dormitory is going to be uptight. And the word is used by teamwork. What is teamwork? Working together, that's right. What's the word? I can't hear you. What is it? Teamwork, sir. What is it, everybody? Teamwork, sir. What? Teamwork, sir.
What's the first word out of your mouth? Ma'am. Say it again. Ma'am, Emmons says you push the soda. Did you dress yourself today? Yes, ma'am. Do you like to wear necklaces? Yes, ma'am. You do like to wear them. Well, you're in basic training, and in the Air Force with your uniform, you don't wear necklaces, especially outside of your uniform. Your keys are real pretty. Put them in.
I'm sure you're aware of the fact that in addition to the basic concepts of military training taught by your TI, you will also be exposed to certain areas of instruction taught by academic instructors. I hasten to assure you that all of this good information is not going to be handed out exactly what we would term pre-gratis. You will be tested on it. budget. A little piece of paper. Doesn't sound like much, does it? Well, what actually is a budget? Who thinks that they can tell me, define in their own terms, what is a budget? What do we mean by budget?
In order for an individual to be authorized to work with classified material, which the Air Force is protecting, classified, there are certain situations, certain requirements an individual has to meet.
During this hour, we are going to be discussing some of the rules and regulations that you must comply with before going on your first base liberty. Obviously, by now, through your grapevine, you have heard of places known as the Skylark Club, Arnold Hall, Mitchell Hall, the various theaters and bowling alleys that we have here at Lackland. Prior to us letting you loose, so to speak, on your first base liberty, you must understand that there are guidelines, rules, regulations that you must comply with. We're also going to be discussing what type of uniform that you are going to be wearing on your first base liberty. In addition to some of these items, we're going to also be discussing the importance of carrying your military ID card that I have issued you, or I will be issuing prior to your first base liberty. Good afternoon. Okay, my name is Chaplain Williamson. We're going to be here today for what's called adult value education. Some of you probably don't know what that is, but that is primarily to give you a chance to do some thinking, some reflecting on your own life, and what's important to you and what's going on for you, so you have a chance to evaluate where your life's going and how you want to get there.
Ready on the right. Ready on the left. Ready on the firing line. Fire!
Okay, you've got a scattered pattern out there.
In order for an injury to be that degree of severe bleeding, the bleeding has to come from one of two places. Can anybody tell me what one of those two places is? Yes. From the veins, arterial or venous bleeding. That's correct.
How many of you gentlemen worked for a living before you came into service? Be honest with me. How many of you worked? For those of you that worked, how many of you received 30 days paid vacation per year? 30 days paid vacation on an annual basis. No one? It's not unknown, but let me assure you it is relatively rare. There are many, many benefits in the United States Air Force today, but this has to be one of the primary benefits.
Flight 412, prepared for inspection, show me your flight.
Second, third, and fourth squad for ready,
Ma'am, the confidence course, how are we graded on that? Do we have to go out and do it to get a grade on it?
All right, you have to do it, but you only have to make 85% of the obstacles. You get 3 stars at each obstacle. Just flat can't do it, just flat can't do it. Want a breath?
If we fall in the water, do we have to go all the way back to the dormitory to get changed?
No, you bring clothes with you, and there's a place for you to change over there.
How long does it take to complete the course?
As long as you want. There's no time limit. You just run at your own rate. Usually takes like about an hour and a half.
How high is the highest obstacle we have to go over?
The tower is 30 feet. About 4.5 high.
Ma'am, is it mandatory to be on the obstacle course?
You have to go over and you have to try it unless you're on a waiver. The only people that are excused are people that are sick or people that are on a waiver and have a physical problem.
Sound off, U.S. Sound off, Air Force. Bring it on down now. U.S. Air Force. U.S. Air Force.
We never had to be this organized before, folks. Everything fixed, like wires.
That's true.
Yeah. That's really.
Make sure your hospital harness is 45 degrees. They don't make hospitals. Really?
Placing at a tank job.
on your 31st day of training, and transportation arrangements will be made for you to go on to tech school or directed duty assignment, whatever is appropriate. Occasionally, transportation is delayed, and sometimes tech school dates are changed. When those occasions arise, it might be necessary for some of you to go down to the casual squadron and stay there for a few days and get involved in various details on base.
I want you to think, there's about 20 flights out here, about 50 feet out, facing the buildings out here. You'll be in column formation facing out, and at ease.